All right. Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, depending on where in the world you're logging on from. You've dialed in or logged into the Save Club Corporate Update Zoom and training today. And we're excited to have you. We got lots of great stuff going on here in Save Club. So I'm going to turn this over to our CEO, Charles Mui, out in Las Vegas, Nevada. He's going to bring the fire today, as he does on every single webinar, whether it's an opportunity, a training, an update, because he just keeps packing the value into this little $19.97 membership company, folks. I don't think I've seen this much value in a program in many years, and here we have even more coming. So let's hear from Charles. Pay close attention, get out those notebooks, and let's get ready to share this with the world. We already have a global presence. Let's make it even more global. Over to you, Charles.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. It's Charles Moy ringing in from Las Vegas, getting very beautiful out here. I want to thank all of y'all for coming in tonight for this overview. On these Monday calls, we go over the new developments for the week. We recap what's happened last week, and last week was pretty exciting. We released a couple new things, one of them being our Save Club Health Portal. This will go live on Wednesday. We're doing the last pieces here. We'll demo a little bit more about what this system has to offer. But basically, here in the United States, we've got healthcare issues. There are millions, hundreds of millions of people that are underserviced or have no service. You've got no way to see a primary care doctor. You've got no access to prescriptions. You've got no access to mental health visits or check-ins with the same therapist. Vision, dental, so many people are underserviced. Even people with insurance have trouble. Like if you're a veteran, it may take sometimes months to see a healthcare provider. Or even like in Canada, some people are telling me that to see a primary care doctor can take sometimes months before you can get your symptoms addressed. So to combat this, people have to go out and either pay for their healthcare directly. They've got to find a doctor that they can pay cash with. If they need like medical imaging or something and don't have insurance, they've got to go directly to the facility. The prices are crazy. And a lot of times they just won't even give you a price if you don't have an organization behind you. They'll basically refuse you service. Well, seeing this being a problem and seeing the billions and billions and billions of dollars spent every year on people not having healthcare, we had to put something in place. And we did that with our Save Club Health program, where you've got all you can call, all the service you need from a telemedicine primary care doctor. I went and looked at a dozen different systems, different areas. I tested them out. I went in and called primary care doctors, called these different systems, and figured out what would be the Rolls Royce of platforms. Who's got the best doctors, the best back end, the best platform for you to manage your healthcare, and we found it. And then I went in and negotiated deals saying, okay, well, we're a savings club. We have to have the highest value service and at the lowest possible price. And we're competing against, Mark Cuban's low cost medication company. Amazon has a program like this. There's monster companies that are out there, bringing prescription drugs and these types of telemedicine services. Well, I believe we beat all of them. Not only in price, because we've taken the margin and brought it all the way down to nothing. And where these companies have to, have their own customer services, there are all these overhead, they've got all these marketing expenses, they got to upcharge a lot for these platforms. With Save Club, when you have your membership, you get access to everything at wholesale or below, and you're not having to pay the prices because it's included in your $20 membership. That's totally our business model, and what we're doing here. So hold on one second, guys. There's a crazy alarm going on. Let me pop back right in here. Okay, so the Safe Club Health program covers you for your primary care doctor. I used this when I got injured. So I had at the time I had only catastrophic insurance, which means only if there's a catastrophic injury will your insurance pay for anything. Well, they don't pay for primary care visits. They don't pay for stuff. I had to go in to get an MRI. So I had to go find a doctor that would actually prescribe me an MRI. The MRI centers don't let you just walk in off the street to get an MRI. So I went to another platform. I looked at it. There was a list of doctors. I was able to use the telemedicine. I explained to the doctor what happened. They were able to write me a prescription, and I was able to go in to get the MRI. That's long before, that was back in February, before I before we initiated the Save Club Health program. Well, that doctor call alone was $129 for him to assess me through a video chat and then get my service. And then I went in and I was able to get my MRI. Then I had to pay the cash MRI price of $500. If I would have had the Save Club Health program, the call would have been free and my imaging would have been dramatically discounted. So that's the type of thing that if you have this, you got it for your whole family. Now the product like this, where you've got all these different services, they cost anywhere between like even one that's like mediocre is like $80 a month. And if you've got your whole family to cover, it can be upwards to $200, $300 a month. Well, with the Save Club Health program, it covers you and your entire family for $50 a month. That's the program that's rolling out, and
Hey,
you'll have it
Charles.
live in your back office this week. Yes.
Hey, so I got stupid shingles like 3 months ago. I don't know if you remember that, or 2 months ago. And when you're self-employed, insurance is really expensive, everybody. So the more money you make, unfortunately, if you don't have a job, you don't have a boss that kicks in to pay for healthcare. And so I was on with a bunch of different ones, and I had to pay $50 to talk to a doctor, and then they prescribed me stuff, and then that cost me money too, and that was a one-time fee just for that day. So you're basically getting unlimited over here for an entire family for less than what I paid for one call, and then they have 1,000 medications that you can get for free, where I had to pay for the medication. If I was on this, I'm pretty sure the medication that I got would have been 100% covered. So that's a big, big savings. So we're really excited about rolling this out. Again, it's cool to get free appetizers and save money on, like I say, big bucks on a car wash this morning. All you on Facebook probably saw that. We have lots of deals, but this is just another level of deals that people need. People need this stuff. That's what I love, is we have products that people actually need and want to buy and save money. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, yeah, precisely. So this is just one more thing where we're moving into bringing services, and I've evaluated so many different services, from pet insurance to um, uh, prepaid legal services to identity theft protection. And I look at all these different companies, and we're going to disrupt all those companies. If you're paying for these services, we're going to use our negotiation, use our business skills, and get to the best provider, shop everybody, and then bring it to you at cost. And that's what you get with your Save Club membership. The savings here is insane. Like for the Save Club Health at $50 a month, I told the provider, I was up front with them as I was dealing with the different providers. I said, we're going to undercut your service and all your other services. Like you really want to onboard us and let us do what we're doing here with our membership, because we're going to sell it less than your other providers. And I was very upfront and clear about that it's going to be disruptive to the other businesses in this place, because we're undercutting everybody's price. We're going to bring the best service, lowest price, and we're going to keep reaching out and providing more and more services here. I was also surprised to hear, I've got a friend, one of our graphic designers, who's a veteran, and he uses the VA for his healthcare services, and it's atrocious how long it takes to get a single doctor's appointment, or if they need medications or anything like that. Just the amount of time it takes. I'm convinced that the future of fixing the healthcare systems, at least here in America, are telemedicine. There's no reason, if you can talk to someone on a webinar, talk to someone, a doctor, a healthcare professional, and they can get you what you need. And now they can drop ship the medications to your house. You don't have to go to a pharmacy. All of that's in here. And with over 1,000 pharmaceuticals provided for free when you're part of the service, there's more savings there. So, and that's not only that, there's major discounts on contact lenses, medical testing supplies, and more and more and more. So we're building all these tools. We've got videos, presentations, all that will be coming out this week. And I see many affiliates actually are going to just choose one thing like this. This is just one product that we've offered so much savings on. You could lead a whole business. In fact, there are entire companies that are built just on these services. Yet this is just one of many, 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 many features that we have at Save Club. So the product itself is getting so strong, and that's where having a product that is $20 a month, $19.97, and you're able to save money in all these different places, it becomes a no-brainer. And remember, we're like 125 days into this, and we've got more and more services, even launching this month. So stay tuned. At the end of this presentation, I'll demo more of the Save Club Health program. But I want to talk about another thing that we've been working on. And again, this has been months and months of development in the background. The amount of conversations and negotiating to get to these providers, it's a lot. And I know now that we're at the very top echelon of travel, and we're releasing an additional travel upgrade. This travel upgrade, we're calling it the Elite Travel Upgrade. The reason why this isn't just provided inside of the membership straight up is because there's a cost to doing it. It's hard to just keep packing in value at $20 a month and still be able to pay out 80% in the compensation plan. And not everybody's traveling crazy, like, or taking trips like this. The travel discounts that are there are amazing, that we could run a whole company just on what we already have. But our commitment to bringing the absolute best stuff and the best discounts is, I'm never going to stop looking and finding the best travel solutions. So we've made some videos. I'd like to play them right now so you can see what's going on. This travel upgrade has allowed us to get us the vacation packages, so that when you're able to upgrade, or you upgrade a new person and they become a member or they become an affiliate with Save Club, we give away a 3-day, 2-night hotel stay, good at over 40 locations. We are working on things globally so that our global affiliates will have enrollment bonuses. But remember, guys, these are bonuses. Like, we could run the company without them. These are just extra things that we're bringing to just keep stacking the deck in your favor to really make this an irresistible offer. Well, with the travel bonus, you're able to get a preview of the membership, and you'll see that the travel membership, people are paying $49 to $129 per month. Okay, that's what people pay for this membership to access it on a monthly basis. Yet we're going to give it to you and a trip for $29 for the year, and that $29 is fully commissionable. So more money into the compensation plan. When we've got a program that costs $300 a year, think about it, $300 a year, and someone can run their entire business. Well, when there's only $300 coming in, there's only so much you can pay out. So now we've got the advertising dollars coming in. We've got additional cash back coming in. So we're finding money in other parts of the world and bringing it in. Well, also, this $29.97 travel upgrade, it's once a year. So for one time in the year, you get 12 months of all these additional travel resources. And this is for people that really love traveling or really want to get the best deal. And we're going to show you, if you're doing any amount of travel, it pays for itself on your first purchase. And it gives you access to all types of stuff. Dave, I've got the video queued up here. I'm gonna share my screen and play it so you guys can see what we're talking about. And I'm gonna do it from.
Might want to show the bonus one first and then the explanation second.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, that means I got to reload this right here. 1 second, everybody. So here I'm gonna do the travel upgrade bonus video. Okay, there it is. And I will share my screen. 1 second, everybody. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so here's our travel bonus upgrade. So anytime somebody goes from a pre-enrollee or joins Save Club as a 1997 member or as an affiliate, either as a VIP affiliate or as a member plus the $60 annual affiliate fee, any new enrollment into Save Club gets this bonus right here.
When you upgrade to Save Club's newest travel portal, you will get as an added bonus a certificate for 4 days and 3 nights hotel accommodations in an all-inclusive resort at your choice of one of the following destinations: Bahamas, Dominican Republic, and Mexico. Yes, that means all your meals and all your drinks are included. These are for some of the hottest locations. In Mexico, locations include Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Cozumel, and Puerto Vallarta. In the Dominican Republic, locations in Puerto Plata, Punta Cana, and La Romana. In the Bahamas, you can stay in Freeport. This upgrade is only 8 cents per day. Get the best travel deals available anywhere and enjoy this bonus. We can't wait to see your pics and video from your vacation.
So this bonus here, guys, this is what this bonus is when you upgrade to the $29.97. So I presented that wrong. My apologies. So when you pick up the new Elite Travel upgrade, this vacation, this trip is included with it. That's just a free bonus. So for $29.97, you're getting a certificate for an all-inclusive trip plus all the bonuses. So again, just a no-brainer, right there. Dave, you want to talk a little bit more about this? I know you thank you for making this video and your research into these different resorts and stuff. Tell us what you know.
So guys, I have a long history in travel. I don't know if a lot of you knew this. I was actually a diamond distributor in a travel company years ago. And I've always dug deep into travel. I'd love to travel myself. And of course, you guys see all the travel deals that I've always presented through our presentations, which have been outstanding travel deals with our travel portal. I would say our travel portal that you have is one of the best travel portals I've ever seen. But then we started talking to this guy that ran travel and dealt with a lot of the big MLM travel companies, etc. And we're like, what can we do where we're the most competitive travel company? Period. Even though we're not just a travel company, we're a savings company. Where can we get the ultimate lowest prices? Because we have reps that are going to pay, again, $19 a month, $30 one time, but have deals that are so good and so low that people are trying to sell travel deals for $100 a month or stuff like that, and we're crushing them. I mean, what makes sense? Get a better travel deal and pay $20 a month, or have to be in some company and pay over $100 a month and not get as good a deal, right? So we wanted to make sure we did this. So what I wanted to do was to show you this new portal, and again, I love to dive deep. So I started to look at what our current travel portal has, which is already better than the Pricelines, the Orbitz, the Hotels.com, etc. And then I said, what does our new portal look like? And so this video we're about to play is not comparing it to Priceline. We already beat those guys, by a lot. This is comparing to the travel portal we already got, which I've already shown you in a lot of videos, really crazy deals, right? So if you're thinking, should I upgrade and spend $30 one time? I think this is probably going to convince you when you see some of these deals. And what I did apples for apples comparison, same date, same room, same everything. And so Charles, go ahead and hit play and let them see it.
Yep. Let me share this one. And over here.
Introducing Save Club's new travel portal and why you're going to want to upgrade to it. Anyone who upgrades to this portal will get a 4-day, 3-night, all-inclusive vacation in the Dominican Republic, Mexico, or the Bahamas. All the food and drink included. In this travel portal, you can search for hotels, flights, activities, which are very interesting that our other portal doesn't have, that allows you to dive deep in activities across different cities and whatnot. Book rides, events and ticket sales. And one of the things it has, which is great, is what we call rentals. And it's all over the world that you can look at. And once you select a location, you can select the dates. For example, in the Bahamas, $405 for 7 days. And there's all kinds of deals like this. And you can book up to 7 nights, and this will fit up to 4 people. So there's all kinds of places like this. 7-day prices basically are like timeshares without paying the timeshare cost, and you can really save a lot of money. You may be thinking, why get this upgraded travel portal? So let's compare prices to the current portal that we have, and then you can decide. All right, just to compare the 2 travel portals, so you can see this hotel, Cooper Hotel, you can see the dates, etc. If I want to get a king room, it looks like a good deal, $137, but with taxes and everything, $168. So you can see if I book out here, $167 actually. It's almost $168, okay? And then if I go into the other travel portal, you might say, well, why do you upgrade? Well, this one, rate including taxes and fees for the same king room, $143.92. And again, when we go back here, again, what was that? $143.92 to $167.61. All right, here's our other travel portal. I'm in Vancouver, British Columbia, the Opus Hotel, and they have a standard queen bed. If I look, $371 is the total, including taxes and fees. And our new portal for a queen room, we can get $323. That's about a $40-some difference with the same hotel, same room. Just this hotel right here pays your entire year membership for the upgraded new travel portal, and it allows you to have the best travel deals that no one's can get these deals like this. Here's the Castillo Paris, and if I scroll down and look, they only have the Superior room for $936 for a night. And then we come over here and look at this other travel portal. They have a bunch of other rooms too that are cheaper. So you're also getting more options by having multiple travel sites that may not be available at one but are available at another. And then if we look at that Superior room, $832 includes tax and everything. So significantly cheaper from $832. The other one was $936 to $832. So that's about $100 difference in that room. So just another example why having 2 travel portals are great, and for only $29.97 for an entire year. And you'll find lots of deals where you'll save a lot more than that just by having the access to an additional travel portal. Here's another example. Again, we love this travel portal of ours. It saves a lot of money. But here's what we call the Sea Palace in St. Martin. Gorgeous. I've been to St. Martin, like it a lot. And you could see for a studio, they want $1,024 a week, a 1-bedroom, $1,192, another 1-bedroom, $1,340. But we have resort weeks in our other section here. It's called Resort Weeks, and you look up St. Martin Sea Palace right here, and let's look and see if we can make sure the dates are the same. But look, $521 a week, $579, and this one is the bigger hotel room because it sleeps 6 people, $579 a week. So if you go back and you compare that to this price, it's $1,340 for the week, but I don't think the dates are exactly right. So let's make sure we have the exact dates in there. All right, we got the exact dates in there, and even with the exact dates, if you look at the big room, $1,321 for 7 nights compared to $579. So let's just look at what that is on the savings here. So $1,321 minus $579. That's a difference of $742 on just this trip, and the places are gorgeous. Imagine going to this place and looking at this place in St. Martin. Look at that, you know. And this is what the bigger room looks like as well. You can actually go see what the bigger rooms look like. And so there you have it. That's why you need to upgrade to have both travel portals, because even though this one's great, you can save great money in it compared to the main travel sites that are out there. You can save additional money by having the extra travel portal. All right, here's another tremendous deal here. So if you look at hotels.com, Orbis price $410 a night, Priceline $344. Of course, our travel portal saves quite a bit of money, $596 total. But if you come over to the new travel portal, you will see the same room taxes and everything is only $330. This is like over $200 in saving. For the exact same dates, the exact same rooms, etc. And that's a real good savings. So would you spend under $30 when you have additional savings like that? And it's great that we have multiple travel sites that you can just go in and compare and make sure you save the maximum amount of money. Guaranteed this will pay off way more than your membership. Another really cool thing that this portal has is the way to do tours. And once it loads up, they have everything, including flights, sometimes meals, everything included in a tour. And this is really cool that you could look at these destinations and book entire tours. I find this very interesting and very cool. It talks about the tour, where you go, the flights, everything that's included, etc., etc. So that's also included in this travel portal, and worth an upgrade for sure.
So, right there, you can see all the different savings. And Dave, I was back there looking through those tours, and they just look awesome. So it's basically a full travel concierge that guides your whole tour. So if you're looking like you want to go do a once in a lifetime adventure like that Machu Picchu one, looked great. But rather than trying to go online and piece it all together, you've got one travel company, one tour company that will put it all together and then bring these incredibly discounted rates. And
And the new portal has like a chat box and a phone number, I think, where you can get like concierge service. So if you are trying to book a lot of things and you want to call the number, you could call them up and they'll just say, okay, let's get you the ultimate discounts. So that alone's worth it. If you don't really know how to book travel, or some of you don't know how to dive in deep like I do, hey, just call the phone number or chat and say, hey, listen, I'm going to Vegas or I'm going here. What's the best deals? And you got it. So I think that little piece alone, having concierge type of service, is worth it to me for $30 a year,
Yeah, exactly. Aaron, I'll pull up kind of,
And guys and gals, just so you know, our prices between all the things we have, no one beats us in travel. Nobody, period. They could say they could do whatever they want. No one beats our prices. We'll compare with anybody and guarantee we will be lower or the same price. No one's touching us. And here's what's also cool, which we didn't mention, Charles. Let's say for whatever chance you find a deal on a different travel site. Well, guess what? We do have our cashback portal that has all those travel sites. So worst case scenario, you bought a flight on savecheapflights.com or something like that, let's say. And that more than likely, they're in our cashback portal anyway. So we also take care of all that, where you click on it and get cash back, even if you're going to use some third party. Now, because flights are kind of not really discounted, just so you know, flights are.
Well, and guys, and travel is extremely difficult to compare as we're going through all these different things, because travel the prices change constantly every minute, and you've probably each experienced something like this when buying a flight. You're going to shop for a flight, you look at it, you go look at other websites to compare, you come back, the price has changed, and it's only been moments like that. So we figured the best way to combat the best travel shopping options is just get all of them, is to bring in all the options, put it all here, and then be part of these travel groups that really have the best unique things. So like right here inside this area where we do the tours, it is just if you're going to Hawaii, you're probably going to do, if you're going to make a real Hawaii trip out of it, this is like multiple islands, all that. And, that's exciting. There's probably some significant savings there. But when you start getting into, first of all, when you do a trip that's all catered like this, there's already great savings. And then our portal takes it even further than that, because when you're going and you're traveling overseas, like when you go to Cambodia, these are local travel groups that are purchasing and doing everything with the local currency, with the local discounts. So this makes traveling abroad incredibly easy because you have someone on the ground over there paying the prices that are in that country. Like here's 13 nights all through Turkey. It's a luxury tour for 3,114. Like look how many stops there are. And this is all included. These are the flights, these are the bus tours, these are the boat rides, all the different things included. And I mean, there's probably no better way to see the islands and Istanbul and these areas in Turkey. So you want to get to some world traveling and look at all the destinations. So this is a global outfit that has been around for decades and decades. And so it's nice to have that. I'm gonna show one more thing here. Let's I'm gonna stop this and just bring up one more thing. So this upgrade, oops, wrong page. This upgrade is it's an additional cost, and the reason we had to do that was because not everybody's traveling, and if we're able to really bring the best price out there, we've got to charge the $29.97. Now remember, this $29.97 comes with an all-inclusive vacation that's obviously worth more than $29, and this is for an entire year to access all these travel deals. So if you're doing any level of traveling, elite traveling, do it with this upgrade. Now the other piece is this $29.97 is a full fast start bonus. So all the percentages in a fast start are being paid here. The same way as the annual affiliate upgrade fee pays out, this pays out. So there's a $25 direct fast start and then another like 32% that gets paid out in star bonus overrides. So
it's 8 cents a day, Charles. That's what it comes down to, 8 cents a day.
Yeah. So the value of it for 8 cents a day to get all this additional travel value, and the value you get with the types of saving that's there, that's crazy. But the value that you get with the free all-inclusive vacation, it's a no-brainer. And I'm just explaining to you guys why we had to charge $29.97. As we get into having right now, it's a lot. Like we've got 13,000 members. Well, when we've got 100,000 or 200,000 or 1 million members, well, each one of these packages, there's a cost to it. So to bring the absolute best value, we just want to get it to the people that are actually going to use it. Because if we put it in here and not everyone uses it, then we're wasting money. That's stealing money from the commissions that could go out. I want to make sure that we have maximum level of commissions going out, and then making this product fully commissionable. So now, if you can enroll somebody, there's all that extra money to get paid. So if someone's enrolling, let's say it is a VIP, it goes from $300 to $329.97. It's like, okay, the package price goes up $30, but again, there's a lot more commissions being paid out with that as well. So any upgrade that happens as well, it's the way that it works is with Fast Start, it's the same as the Fast Start bonus. Now, my goal is to roll both of these out. We're having one issue with our health portal. I wanted to launch it this morning, and I've been testing it all yesterday, today, and just been totally stumped. For some reason on the checkout, there is a glitch and it's not allowing certain fields to populate. I don't know. It's there, it's working. We have all the accounts, all the pieces, but for some reason it's not going live. And see, I want to show you guys the portal too. But that'll be fixed, maybe this afternoon, and then we'll have a spot in the back office. And then immediately following that, we're just doing the final compensation checks, making sure we got all the right, payouts set up for this other elite travel portal, and boom, 2 more products right here. And we're not even done for the month with all the cool stuff rolling out. So let's just get back into our regular Monday stuff. And on Monday we do our content drop, and so to support these, we've got new content drops for you. I'll just pull them up right here, and Dave can chime in as he's the genius behind all these pieces here. So getting in here and having little clips here for being targeted. So let's say you meet somebody and they're out there and they're paying cable. You're with somebody and I'm like, oh, you have a Cox cable, you have Cox internet. Well, maybe send them this little clip or send them this piece here and say, why don't you become a Save Club member and save money on your car insurance or save money on your cable.
Yeah, this week I mixed some videos with some pictures. Like that one's fun. You click play on that one. That one's fun.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And there's the healthcare industry is crazy as far as number of billions and billions of dollars being spent, and there's a lot of people that just do not have the best deal on things like as important as your contact lenses or you're on certain prescriptions and you just don't have the right situation. Maybe you're paying co-pays or you're just on the wrong program and you got money going out the door every month. With the Save Club Health program,
that'll play.
High likelihood your prescriptions are covered. Go ahead, Dave.
That'll play.
Yep.
That one's, yeah. Just little attention grabbers. That one's fun. Little attention grab. We also, yeah, that one's fun. There's a couple different ones in there. And then if you click back to the main folder, Charles, too, all those healthcare ones I dropped in another folder. So if you click,
last week's stuff, yeah. Here, let me do this last travel one too. Cool. Yeah, again, and these are quick pieces
click on
designed to
healthcare right there to the left. There you go. All those are cool graphics that you can grab and pull.
Prescriptions, vision, dental. Again, so many people underinsured or no insurance, just paying too much for this stuff. All these great creatives.
I mean, we make it so easy for all of you. All you got to do is download it and copy and paste. I mean, literally just put it out there. You didn't have to make anything. You didn't have to create anything. It's already created for you. Listen, I've been in this industry forever. And they're lucky if they give you one website and say, go make money on it. Very few companies give you what you need to have success. And especially at only $20 a month. If they do have anything, they usually say, oh, you need our marketing system. It's going to run you $50 extra a month. And with that, we got, how many pages we got now, Charles? 19, 20? I just did another one that we're going to roll out too for the pain. We're going to tweak that page. So we have another capture page going to be coming. So a lot of stuff. 20 pages. It's insane.
Yeah, and the key part here is just the right training and optimization, and really all of this, all these tools, all these systems, the automation. This is all in preparation as we're staging and preparing for some mass marketing and some hyper growth, and so many of you have brought great relationships to the table from both organizations. I'm excited to help some of these minor junior sports teams with their fundraising. We've got I think I've got about a dozen now applications that we're going to be approving this week for our nonprofit and fundraising programs. So as we identify, we look into the organization, and if they look legit and there's a right leadership person there that has a marketing plan, we have grants. So we give a grant to the organization so that they can participate in Save Club at no cost. The great part is when you enroll an organization, they get you get a matching bonus on all their customers and all their people. And I wanted to give some clarity amongst customers and how they work inside of the matrix. So if you enroll a customer, a 1997 member, they get a position inside of the matrix, even though they're not in a position to earn because they haven't upgraded the $60 to be an affiliate. You still get paid off of their organization a matching bonus, even if they're a customer. So as you start to see customers just filtering into the system from these organizations. So let me give you guys an example of how we can help an organization. Let's say there's a large nonprofit or even a medium small one, and they're able to bring on members with the free app. You know, as they bring on members to the free app, they're earning a cashback match on those members' savings with that app. As those people start to upgrade into the monthly membership, the compensation plan works the exact same. The organization earns a there's fast start bonuses paid on the first month, and then month 2 of the membership we start paying matrix commissions. Well, every position that's just a customer, they're in the matrix, and then there's other positions that fall underneath them. We do that because we want to show customers that as the matrix starts to fill, if a customer's sitting there and they've got people in the organization and they're not upgraded, well, this is an incentive for them to upgrade to become an affiliate and start getting a commission check, because it could offset their cost of their membership, or to cover it completely, or even be well into the profit. And so if you look at our chart, if you look at the compensation plan, you know, we see these organizations, they've got hundreds of thousands of members. Well, if an organization was to put in like 2,500 members, well, that organization, not only would they earn 50 cents per member per month directly, after their first 2, there'd be people underneath them and underneath them and underneath them. If you roll that out, they're earning matching bonuses on all of those people's organizations. So they start earning not 50 cents a member per month, but far more. Plus, with 2,500 members, they'd be in the 4-star bonus pool. They'd be getting all different types of overrides. And what naturally happens is members become affiliates. Affiliates go 1-star, they go 2-star, and so on and so on. So we're really going to be showing a lot more about this path from pre-enrollee, free app member to upgrade, and that is the money model. This week I'm doing a couple trainings inside the 90-day blitz, but really what's come out of the last 120 days or 115 days we've been rolling is a real clear money model. And so there's different money models. There's different businesses in your marketplace. You'll see they have like everything from buy 2 drinks, get 1 free at the local convenience store. That's what a money model is. Or if it's like a gym membership where it's like enroll at our gym and bring on a second person for half price. So that's the business's money model. You know, even restaurants will do that they do like happy hour. If you come to eat from 3 to 6, you know, half price appetizers or something, that's their money model. Well, with Save Club, we're creating a money model that really services so many people. We're servicing the fundraisers and helping them make money. We're servicing affiliates. We're servicing customers. We're servicing people that just want to look at it with the free app. So when you start tying each one of these individual money models together, showing people that we've got an enrollment bonus with the 3-day, 2-night vacation, showing them that when they go 1-star, we've got $1,000 in grocery coupons for simply referring 2 people. You know, then we've got you know, these additional systems baked into here. The idea is that all the optimization and these creations of these money models, they may seem complex as I'm breaking it down now. And it's like, wow, to get somebody from a free user to having all their monthly bills paid inside of the compensation plan, there's a lot of things that happen along the way, but we want to make it so effortless and seamless to where small commitments like putting their name, phone number, and email address into a form, or getting a free app, or making a simple decision for joining something for $20 a month and getting a free vacation, to doing 2 enrollments and earning $1,000 grocery coupon, to then going 2-star and getting a global share of the company's earnings, and then doing their online shopping and getting cash back. All of these things, we want to make it so easy and simple and seamless that it happens automatically for people. And then our jobs as affiliates become very easy. It's helping people save. It's sharing the gift of savings and then letting the systems take on. Now, each one of these money models, each one of these upgrades, it takes a level of optimization. So are our videos going to get better? Are the creatives going to get better? And how you do that is through repetition and practice and growth. Well, with the law of numbers and the law of averages working together, it works like this. When you do something long enough, a ratio appears. And that ratio, it's basically a tipping point. You might have heard the piece of straw that broke the camel's back. It's just one piece of straw, but it was enough to collapse that camel, poor thing, overloaded. Well, in our case, it's that one piece of the system working, and that's people getting results with the savings, and that's enough people having full-time success with the business, having enough people making their freedom number and getting free, to where this whole plan, this money model for Save Club, when it becomes self-evident, that's when you see this thing take off. So, we're right at the brink of that, as we're starting to really, have the product become a no-brainer. We just now are reached out with our first round of savings for our international markets, and it's working. This last month in a country like Japan, where we don't even have any of the things here, we've got 3 stars popping, multiple 3 stars, leaders popping from Japan, and I'm doing webinars where I'm doing them in English. The technology is so good now, it's translating. I speak a little bit slower and a lot clearer. I'm more deliberate with my words on those calls, but it's working. And what we have are people that don't speak a lick of Japanese now earning every single month and every single week, getting paid on groups in other countries using other languages. So we really do have the full international aspect here. And I've seen other companies come out in this MLM direct sales space, touting AI. They're actually building their entire companies based on AI, and what we've got built is better than all of that. I looked at one of the companies. I go, oh, that's cool. They got some AI tools, and a lot of those tools you can use for free just by using ChatGPT or whatever, but they're not integrated. They're not fully integrated into the custom landing pages, into the videos. They're not integrated into a money model that takes somebody from a free user to covering all their bills when they hit their freedom number. So by putting all these steps in place, it takes time. It's like climbing to the top of a tower. There's flights of stairs that need to be accomplished before you can get there. The whole point is that the view is worth the hike. So make the hike one step at a time. And when you ascend yourself to the top of what your goal is, you'll see that, wow, that was definitely there. So this practice of what we're doing, the constant new releases of stuff, are just, one more step, one more flight of stairs, as we see the end of this whole money model built. And that's what today's training was about, is really kind of uncovering all this. I'm going to make it really simple inside of slideshows. I had this slideshow in my head. We'd wrote all this down in notebooks about the direction that we're going. But as we implement each one of these things, just what we put together for the Save Club Health to tie in all the call centers and independent doctors that can answer the phone, that are all PhDs, to having 1,000 free drugs there, working at tens of thousands of pharmacies across the country, and a full drop shipping of drugs for pharmacies, to have all the mental health professionals in place, the vision, the dental, the imaging, all that stuff. It's been just one more step in the ascension of this, and that's just one product. As we bring on tens of thousands of users, we're building something here that is going to be able to rival some of the biggest companies in terms of value and savings. And the goal is that when people use a Save Club membership, has a Save Club membership, that the value is just so there that they keep it, and they always keep going. And, you know, I look at role models in the membership space like Amazon Prime. I mean, Amazon Prime just has, you know, they're such a big company. They're able to provide so much value with their Prime membership, with their free shipping and all their trucks and all the things that they do. Sure. So do I ever think twice about not having an Amazon Prime membership? No, it's just something that I keep. It's great. But you know what? Jeff Bezos and the Amazon team aren't paying anybody on this Prime subscriptions. They're not. There's no compensation plan. There's no way you can set yourself financially free. You're just a consumer to them. You know, same thing at Costco. You know, with Costco, I love having a Costco membership. They got some of the best items in there at the lowest prices. That's great. And I'm promoting Costco right now, but you know what? Costco's not going to be paying my bills. They're not going to pay me any residual income on me promoting Costco. And so we're going to get to that same place with Save Club. And the way that we have our compensation plan built, it pays to unlimited levels of depth. And we're here, and we're going to be here to stay. We're not putting all this stuff into place to just be here today, gone tomorrow. You know, many of the contracts, like the travel contracts, the shopping portal, the contracts with these advertisers, they're set up for minimum 12 months. So the commitment levels on their teams, on our teams, on legal teams, there's just a lot of components that come together. And as much as I want to just snap my fingers and have it all ready right now, we're doing a pretty good job in rolling it out in fast succession. So, you know, we're priming for a huge fourth quarter here. I'm really shooting to finish this month strong. I've had it in our game plan, our roadmap here, to have October really be a month where we see some breakout growth. And you know, we're going to continue just, you know, rolling out the different training. So, you know, looking forward to getting the masses seeing this and having these pages just nice and optimized. And, you know, we wouldn't be able to do it without each and every one of you here working with it. You know, the feedback that comes in, the different programs that come out, and you know, we're getting to that. We're getting to each one of these pieces. So, you know, I'm excited that we're going to have an opportunity starting this week with some of our nonprofit groups, some of our big fundraiser groups, where they've got loaded tens of thousands of contacts, and they're eager to get away from doing the bake sales and the car washes and the selling of products that just don't ever give them a chance to have residual earnings, and, you know, put them into a model here where they're going to be able to do a campaign one time, keep it on perpetually, get paid every single week. And if you think about this, guys, if you're able to bring on an organization, and that organization puts on 4,600 people, not only would that organization be making minimum $4,600 a month just from the compensation plan and the matches, okay? You'd match them. You're matching that. You're matching their check to a large percentage, and all of those levels in there. So this is where we start hitting these points of life-changing income, where we're able to identify networks that exist inside the world, super network into those organizations, bring them value, bring their members value. They got residual income, you got residual income. I can clearly see it now, and now it's just about getting a dozen and 20 and 30 and 40 and 100, and we just start creating success for the people that go to work and bring these together. And so it's been a nice journey to get where we're at. We're going to be wrapping up this 90-day blitz here in 8 days. And so these last 8 days, we're going to be putting out some, you know, really key training that describe the Save Club money model that has come to be to this point, and really, you know, show you how to tap in to use all that. So hopefully for those of you that have been following our 90-day blitz, your accumulation of skills, mindsets, and training really come to this point where you're going to start seeing exactly how to implement it and help an organization, help yourselves, you know, help others in your community with savings and earnings, and really, you know, turn this loose. Dave, you want to comment on your experience with the blitz here and how we're right here? It's at like, I think we're at like 82 days or something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's almost, yeah, I mean, it's every single day too. We posted on weekends, holidays, you name it. We haven't missed a single day of posting to train you guys. And the thing about it is listen, I have a lot of knowledge, so does Charles. And to get that knowledge for free, we should eat. I mean, the people that have gone through the course, the comments we get, they're like, man, you should be selling this. Because I bought courses that cost thousands of dollars and I'm not even getting anywhere close to this kind of information. We're dropping bombs the other day. Like I showed Charles a training I did the other night just on the healthcare. And he's like, holy cow, this training was killer. And it was, stuff that we add to the blitz. And the problem with this is this, though, everybody, I want to tell you right now. The old saying, we can lead a horse to water, we can't force you to drink. We want to drown all of you, but we can't. We can't make you go to the blitz. We can't make you watch things and we can't make you implement things. And it's a shame because if we were able to force you to do it, all of you would see numbers. There's no doubt in my mind, all of you would see numbers. All of you would be dominating the comp plan. All of you would be moving up all the ranks. All of your people would be moving up in the ranks if you tap in and you actually do what's on that blitz and have your people do it. Because here's the cool part too. A lot of you, there's two things that you need in this business: numbers and duplication. And if you can get both of those and master those, that's the recipe, right? You're not going to mess that recipe up. So the blitz shows you how to get tons of numbers for you and your team. And then the blitz also talks about all the pieces to duplicate that. So your people are out there running around. Some of you, you wake up in the day, like today, some of you don't have a plan. You're like, well, hope I get a sign up, or maybe I'll save some money today, or maybe I'll do something with this thing. And that's silly. That's not the way to go. And we work on that inside our blitz and show you exactly what you should be doing today, exactly what you should be hitting today. And if you do, you'll get success. So the blitz is free, everybody. Why when you want it? And you want your team on it because we literally are taking your team by the hand. Because in this industry, here's what I've seen. I've seen me sign up a lot of people. And then sometimes they'll sign up people. And then I'm wondering what happened to your people? Why aren't they performing? Why isn't anything happening? And they're not plugging those people back into the trainings, right? So there's a lot of orphans in this industry. You get people that are excited, or maybe their sponsor quit. Who cares? All right. But so this is a way that, or maybe somebody sits out there, well, my sponsor's not showing me anything. I'm not getting trained. Well, guess what? We designed this so you don't need a sponsor. Sponsors are great, but you don't need to necessarily have one that needs to babysit you because you got two pros here. Every single day will train you. And the sponsor is going to be, any good sponsor is going to tell you jump in that training and get trained by these guys because they know what they're doing. So now we could take you by the hand, and it really is just like this, Charles. If you guys were able to pay for me and Charles to come out to your house, and we're at your desk, and you got Charles on one side and me on the other, and I could say, click, see that right there, click on it. See that? Type this here. Do this, do that, do this. You would love that. You'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm getting personally trained. Well, that's what the blitz does. It's basically personally training you by to the best here on how to get leads, duplicate, make money, and do a ton of stuff with AI, a ton of stuff with marketing, and teach you some high-level skills that a lot of top marketers today aren't even doing, and we're going to teach you how to do that stuff. So
it's a part of this is, I'm going to get a little masculine on this approach of what to say here, but think about if you're going to war, you're going to want to have an army of well-trained people that all went through boot camp, at least 90 days of boot camp, that knows how to fire a gun, knows how to load a gun, knows how to drive a tank, knows how to fly a plane. There's different skills inside of the Army. Well, also, Air Force, Marines, whatever, there's going to be different people that pick up different roles. We're going to have groups that specialize in fundraising. We're going to have groups that specialize with affiliates, and it's my role to give you guys all the ammunition that you need so that you're the best equipped to go out and do this for yourselves inside your teams. And I want to make sure that you're the best equipped so that we're the best at attracting leadership. because this business doesn't reach 1 million members without leadership. The number one deficiency that we have is leadership. So we're doing two things. We're breeding and we're training our own leadership, and then we're going to attract in, you know, great people that have done this before. In fact, I'm very humbled with the amount of leadership that we have, you know, and especially in other parts of the world, and you know, places where the task is so much harder because they're having to learn all this in a different language. Well, they're going to absorb all this, have to learn it in English and translate it over there, and we're going to have, you know, groups and leadership in countries, you know, making fortunes with this business, and doing it in a way that is going to be similar to our whole operation, but it's going to be different because it's in a different language. And so, you know, with that, guys, I wanted to I know we're right here, you know, at the top of the hour. We're going to finish off this blitz really strong. And, you know, what I noticed is, we can give you all the skills, the tactical skills, the offers, the pages, the value to the customers. You know, we're going to never stop just piling that on and making it better, so that you have the absolute best no-brainer of an offer to bring to everybody. But the big difference maker of, you know, what is a leadership person, what someone that's that has the success, it's the attitudes, it's the habits, and it's the mentality. So starting October 1st, I'm launching a new training. I'm basing it off of my book. I don't know if y'all understood. I wrote a book. It's called All the Time Happiness. It's a personal development book. It's got 60 lessons inside of here. You can pick it up on Amazon. I wanted to kind of let everybody know about the book. October 1st, you know, we're doing the Frankfurt Book Fair in Frankfurt, Germany. It was like one of 12 books from my publisher, you know, bringing us there. It's going to be great. But, you know, I'd like to push that campaign out there. Well, one thing we're doing on this next round of training, it is going to be it's going to be called 100 Good Days. And this training, we're putting it out there. I'm going to sell it for $100 to non-Save Club affiliates. If you're a Save Club affiliate, it's free. And guess what? People can enroll in Save Club and then get the program for free. So it's just one more lead magnet that could help you develop it. If people like that concept of 100 Good Days, they look at it, they go, oh, maybe I'll purchase this product. Well, don't do that. Just sign up at Save Club and get it for free. And so that's a product that you know, we'll have, you know, rolling out there, because, you know, the training's out there. And that training, really, we have the technical pieces of how to get your landing pages, how to do this, how to do the Save Club specific stuff. And I'm very much going to tailor the 100 Good Days training to it. But really, you can use these tactics in every single part of your life. So you're able to, you know, use it with your kids, use it with your coworkers, just use it for yourself, so that you can have every one of your days be considered a good day. And that's the type of momentum, because, you know, believe it or not, with all the luxuries that we have in the modern world, mental health is getting worse and worse. It's been on a steep fall off of a cliff since the 2020 pandemic. Mental health has been a major issue. That's the other component here with the 100 Good Days, is no matter what you're going through, knowing that you've got a community of people who are also aspiring to have 100 good days will keep you positive in that space. And then also just daily hacks, you know, hacks that you can do that are physical, that are mental, that will just keep you on that side of positivity. So I'm gonna stop this recording, and then I'm gonna take some questions. I see some people with their hands up. Give me 1 second here on this recording.